And so what I learned this morning, I was reading Gifts of Grace, which are excerpts from the Mother and Sri Aurobindo. And the Mother is talking about why it is so essential to rest. And she explains that basically what happens is that when we're growing and developing internally, so like whether you're working on something personal, like forgiveness or sobriety has been a big one for me, or whatever, or you're working on business or whatever, the more that we're growing and allowing ourselves to develop, what happens is initially we're probably approaching it with energetically. We're at an equilibrium because we're not learning anything. We're at the lowest on the scale. So our energy is balanced. And then as we exert energy and start learning, the scale is tipped. And so our body becomes in a disequilibrium, is what she says. So imagine your body like this. And the only way for our bodies to heal, for our minds to heal, and for us to be able to re-energize is for us to go back to an equilibrium. And the only true way to go back to that equilibrium is to rest so that we can re-energize. I like to think of it, this is the best analogy that I came up with this morning. Imagine that you're making bread and you're kneading the bread, the dough. You're kneading the dough. The dough has to rest. It has to rest. We are the dough. We're working, we're putting out a lot of energy, and then when the dough rests, it rises. And just like the dough, we rise when we're allowed to rest. And then, once the dough has risen and has been given the appropriate amount of time to rest, then it can become what it is intended to become. And that's the exact same way with us. When we allow ourselves to rest in the middle of work, in the middle of whatever energy that we're exerting, we rise, we learn, we grow, we re-energize, and then we can take the next step forward to become what we are destined to become. Fun facts from the Mother and Sri Aurobindo today. Go rest.